The release day of Hogwarts Legacy is around the corner and hype is enormous. The audience worldwide impatiently waiting to put their hands on this long-awaited title. As I already mentioned in my previous video, in next few videos I will try to cover every segment of the game in particular, so we can know what we can expect when the game comes out. Combat is one of the most important segments of almost every game, a crucial part of the gameplay, and when the combat mechanics go in the wrong direction, no other segment can fix the damage done to your gameplay experience. When it comes to combat in Hogwarts Legacy, for a long time we had nothing but some scenes from the trailer and some rumors and speculations. Now we had something to talk about. Also, considering that the magic is main part of the game and that we use spells in and out of combat, we have some already confirmed spells you'll be able to use in the game, so we will talk about them too. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Combat, from what we could see in some gameplay scenes, looks interesting. I was really scared when it comes to this segment until I saw latest gameplay showcase, because I literally couldn't imagine how it will work. I'm more sword and shield type of player, and everything related to casting and magic I take with a lot of caution. So as you can notice, some important parts of this segment are very well implemented. We can see there is possibility to dodge incoming attacks. Combat is relatively fast, considering you and your enemies cast spells for attacks. And as I could see, when it comes to block ability, it seems you'll be able to cast some spell so you can block incoming attacks. Considering that the whole game revolves around magic, and that includes combat too, let's check some confirmed spells you'll be able to use in the game. Note that beside confirmed ones, there are much more spells you'll be able to learn and use in the game, and that your spellbook will include much more than what has actually been shown so far. So when it comes to your spell loadout, one spell diamond in the bottom right corner consists of 4 selected spells, and as we can see, by combining it with your D-pad or when it comes to keyboard, probably with your Alt, Control or Shift buttons, you will actually have 16 spells in your loadout that you will be able to use in combat and exploration. Note that by learning new ones, you'll be able to switch and combine them depending on your playstyle and needs. So let's first start with some essential spells, and the reason they are called essential is because once unlocked they can be always used. The best example of those types of spells is Protego, your shield spell that you can use to deflect incoming spells. This is actually your block action in the game, and also this spell can be tied with a spell called Stupefy, which is your stunning spell. So if you hold button during Protego spell, you will instantly counter attack and stun enemy that attacking you. One really important spell you will use so often, especially while exploring, is Revealio. Revealio is a spell that once used will reveal hidden objects. This is a really useful spell, not only to reveal some hidden loot, but also hidden paths, secret passages, puzzles etc. Accio is also a really useful spell both in combat and exploration, and it will allow you to actually pull objects to you. In exploring, besides pulling some lootable objects, it will also allow you to solve puzzles, pull platforms and stuff like that. While in combat, with Accio you can pull your enemies and instantly combine with other spells in some good combo. One spell no one mentioned in showcase and other videos, and we can see it all the time, is actually your basic attack spell. I suppose that even that spell have a name, but as we could see so far, you will be able to constantly spam it and it can easily and perfectly be combined with almost any other spell. One really cool spell that easily can be combined with some other more powerful spells is Flipendo. Flipendo is basically a spell that knocks a target backward, and I assume that beside knocking back enemies during combat, can also be used outside combat to move some bigger heavier objects and stuff like that. Now, one of offensive spells that looks really cool and will be used by many of you is Incendio. Incendio is fire making spell that beside awesome looking animations, I guess do a nice amount of damage to your enemies and combined with other offensive spells can make really destructible combo. Also, like many spells in your arsenal, Incendio can also be used outside combat too, for lightning torches and destroying some obstacles on your path. Besides Incendio, which is a fire spell, we could also see some ice spells, and although we don't know their names yet, we know we'll be able to learn and use them too. Another one offensive spell we'll be able to use is Diffindo, which when used send blade of magical energy to target and can be easily used in combination with basic attack spell. Petrificus Totalus is a spell that completely petrifies the target, and it's a great spell when you want to go stealthy in the game. Disillusionment spell is a great one to be combined with Petrificus, cause while immobilized you can go invisible with Disillusionment spell and easily slip past the enemies. When it comes to immobilizing spells, Ridiculous is a spell that will make your target to laugh uncontrollably, and on that way they will be prevented of taking any action for some time. Some spells that are not confirmed but can easily be on the list of usable spells in the game are Expecto Patronum and Arresto Momentum. In the game trailer, we could see one scene with Dementors, and Expecto Patronum is the only one spell that can counter Dementors, so we will probably need to learn it in one point of the game. Arresto Momentum is a spell that when used actually slow an object or person in time, and we actually could see that in one moment during gameplay showcase, so I'm more than sure that Arresto Momentum will be included in the game. Now, as you all probably know, even 3 Unforgivable curses, Crucio, Imperio, and Avada Kedavra will be part of the game too, and you'll be able to learn them and effectively use them in combat, but the question is, with what cost? To be able to learn those unforgivable curses, our character probably must go on a dark path during gameplay and make some not that good choices, and we could see part of that in showcase when character make decision about learning Crucio. When it comes to effects these 3 spells do in the game, we could see that Crucio will freeze target in place, leaving it in pain and doing some damage over time. Imperio looks like a really useful spell cause it will allow you to control mind of a target, making an enemy instant ally. And we all know about Avada Kedavra, the most vicious spell in entire Wizardry universe, and during gameplay showcase we could see it in action too. This spell will literally instant kill an enemy, no matter how strong and big he is. Considering how powerful this spell is, I am curious what is necessary to be done to be able to learn this spell. There are a couple more spells mentioned in gameplay showcase and some earlier videos. Depulso is a let's say opposite spell from Accio, cause it will push target objects away from you. Reducto is also somehow shown in gameplay, and this spell, when casted, can blast an object into pieces. Confringo is another usable fire spell, and when casted, it creates explosion at point of impact. Some really cool looking spells in my opinion, and they will be part of your arsenal too, are Wingardium Leviosa and Descendo. If you are a fan of Harry Potter books and movies, then you definitely know Wingardium Leviosa, or Leviosa. This spell will allow you to lift objects or enemy targets in the air. My guessing is that Descendo will go perfectly with Leviosa in combo, cause it allows you to slam an object or enemy down. Also, one spell that wasn't mentioned but was shown in trailer is Lumos, and I assume it will be used a lot in the game, cause it creates light at the tip of your wand and it will be very useful for exploring dark places. There are a lot of spells shown during gameplay showcase that we still don't know what they are, but the amount of spells that can be usable in the game are not small definitely. One of the key elements in Hogwarts Legacy story is the fact that protagonists can cast mysterious magic that not even the Hogwarts professors understand. It is confirmed you'll be able to use mysterious magic during combat, but the incantations for these spells are still unknown. Magic is a key element in Hogwarts Legacy, and I am more than sure that everything I mentioned today is just the tip of the iceberg, and there is much more waiting for us in the game when it comes out. Don't forget to subscribe guys, and also a like on this video would be super appreciated so it can reach more people. I hope you enjoyed and found this video useful, and I'll see you in the next one.